Hi guys, and welcome to Terminal Velocity. Today is going to be a Zelda theory, and I'm going to be talking about the true effects of the Calamity Ganon. But before we start, I'd like to tell you that this video will be covering a little bit more dark things, so viewer discretion is advised. Alright, in this video we're going to be covering the true costs of the Calamity Ganon and how many people really fell in the Great Calamity in the Breath of the Wild timeline. But to figure this out, first we need to figure out the size of the Hylian army. The reason for this is because it really helps figure out the full numbers, because generally in a medieval city-state, about 10% of the population would be in the armed forces. Luckily, Cleaver, over on the creative corner on zeldauniverse.net, which I'll link down the description, has a very good estimate of how many that might be. Cleaver states that the bulk of the Hyrule army has always been the large complement of foot soldiers, armed with sturdy, high-grade steel weapons and the solid Hylian shield. The strength of these frontline warriors is in their numbers, which has been reported to be close to 50,000. The infantry corps is also home to the most newly drafted recruits and enlisted personnel who receive basic sword and combat training at boot camp. First of all, while this isn't canon, it does prove to be a fairly reliable estimate of how large the Hylian army is. And with that information, that the Hylian army is 50,000 soldiers strong, we can easily assume that the other 5 races, the Rito, the Sheikah, the Zora, the Gerudo, and the Goron, each have about 1,000 soldiers in their ranks. And since the army is generally 10% of the population, that would put the population of the entire continent of Hyrule at around 550,000 people. This would mean that the population would probably be an average size for the amount of land that Hyrule takes up. Because of Breath of the Wild's canonical size of 80 square kilometers, this would make the population of Hyrule have about 6,500 people per square kilometer, which may sound like a lot, but it's actually fairly normal for a large and populated country. So with our new information of the population of Hyrule, we can now figure out how many people died in the Calamity. So first we need to figure out the number of NPCs in Breath of the Wild, which comes out at a whopping 231 NPCs. That's about 0.005% of the population before the Calamity. And with only 231 people surviving after the Calamity, this would mean that between the massacre of Castletown and the different villages, as well as the Battle of Akala Citadel and of Fort Hateno, this would mean that about 549,769 casualties of Hylians, Sheikah, Rito, Zora, Gerudo, and Goron. This really just reinstates how tragic the Great Calamity actually was before Breath of the Wild, and it would take thousands of years for Hyrule to get back to that population. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope that this video has helped you understand more about the Great Calamity pre-Breath of the Wild. Anyway, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you liked it, be sure to like and subscribe and watch my other videos. I'll see you again next time on Terminal Velocity.